Josiah.
Hey.
Merry festivities.
I don't know why I wasn't ready to start, but I am. Merry festivities.
Merry.
Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Did you enjoy our Christmas-styled music that we
I
had?
loved it. Yeah, it was very fun.
Good. I have not, as of recording this, I have not made that yet.
Well,
So hopefully I do.
I just had good. I had high hopes. I know it'll be good.
So you enjoy it ahead of time.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I know it'll be good.
Good.
I know everybody. I know I'm enjoying it right now as I'm listening.
As we're fake listening.
No, I just have on repeat in my car.
Oh, perfect.
Driving to work right now.
The song I have not yet written.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, currently when this is out, I'm driving.
Oh.
Listening to it on
Listening
repeat.
to it. Okay, got it. We're
very
in the
fun.
future,
Yeah.
recording in the past.
Yeah.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
This is a pretty festive setup we have here. So why don't you describe to the people what we've got going on?
We got a brand new table.
A coffee table of sorts.
Mm-hmm. One might call it. We got some nice, lovely little cookies, courtesies of Mallory,
Yep.
Caleb's wife. I got a Woman of the Year mug.
Mm-hmm. With
got
what inside?
Oh, tea.
Tea. So festive.
You got a cool little ceramic little mug thing.
Yeah. It's the type of mug that
pretty trendy.
tells people he's serious about whatever it is he's drinking.
It tells people this guy knows his stuff.
He knows about that tea. I don't.
It's a good mug.
This is mango passion fruit. I believe you're drinking Throat Coat currently.
Yeah, that's good for podcasters.
It's good for podcasters. Josiah,
That's pretty good actually.
If you have not figured it out yet, / if our listeners have not figured it out yet, this is our second annual Christmas-themed episode.
Yeah. Second annual.
Yeah.
And I like this one
It's
for
fun.
many reasons. Because I like Christmas.
Very festive. It makes you happy.
But we also do a Christmas truce.
Yes. No punishments on the Christmas special. We have accepted a truce.
Yes. So this is, I guess, the second time we'll be doing that. So there was a punishment last time, though. And I was the big winner.
Yeah.
And you were the big loser.
Well, I was the small loser.
True.
If you don't know, last episode we did a mini episode because it was our schedule got all off, but we wanted to release an episode and have a full length Christmas episode.
Yep.
So last week, mini episode,
Mini punishment, mini loser.
mini loser.
Yeah.
Not a big loss, a small loss.
Yeah. So what do you think?
It was horrible. I haven't done it yet because our schedule's
theme.
off.
Seems to be a theme.
So
Yeah, I didn't have much time.
usually when we do a podcast, we do the punishment. We record the episode, people vote for the loser, and then the voting closes on Sunday because we record every 2 weeks. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you think of it,
Yeah,
we
that's
recorded 1 week after the last one.
Yeah. So you didn't have much time to do it, but that's okay. It just means more peace for this episode.
More Christmas peace for this one. The punishment is that I have to pick the busiest time of the day and go through a drive-through.
How about a goofball for that? Chick through.
Did I say chick through?
You did.
I didn't even notice. Okay. I accept the conditions of the goof. This one says...
Eat it.
No.
What is it?
This one says swear.
Oh.
Who wrote that? Did you write
That
that?
was probably my idea. And definitely bleep that out. That is one of the worst words I've ever heard.
Have you ever seen Ramona and Beezus?
No. Do I look like somebody who's seen Ramona and Beezus?
I don't know. It's a great flick.
Okay. What is it? Is it like a kid's movie?
I don't remember the plot.
Okay.
I think it is a family-friendly children movie
Okay.
about relationships and family. But there's a little girl who says, "I'm gonna say a curse," and then she says,
Did they bleep it?
"No, should we bleep? Should we bleep mine?"
Oh, we did. Yeah.
We did already.
Both
bleeped
times
it?
you said it.
Wow. Okay. Well, hopefully people have seen the movie so they know what the word I'm saying. Oh, this is a funny one.
Okay. So anyway,
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A drive-through.
Chick-fil-A drive-through. I'm not allowed to order. I have to get to the ordering line, wait until I'm blocked in by cars behind me so I can't leave, and then tell them that I forgot my wallet. And, or no, that would be a lie.
Or you just have to
not have my wallet with me and say, I don't have my wallet.
Or you can just say, I changed my mind.
Yeah. I think I want to eat somewhere else. I'm just going to go through the line.
I'm just going to ride this one out.
That would be pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear how it goes. Do you think you'll actually get food afterwards, like go inside or go through a second time?
Yeah. Okay. I don't have
While
enough
you're
self-discipline to be ready for Chick-fil-A and then leave without.
You know, it'd be funny. Just pack a lunch and then eat it while you're in line.
That would be hilarious.
Because
they've got cameras, right, on the drive-through order.
Just hold your sandwich up while you're ordering and just look at it and go, I've got something actually.
I don't think
just
I
have
need
a salad, something really healthy. And I shouldn't.
I know I've got healthier food. I don't think I'm gonna order anything.
I should stick with the salad.
Yeah.
Just bring a head of lettuce, maybe some cabbage.
Yeah.
A big thing of broccoli.
Perfect. And then as I drive up to the window, I'm not gonna look at them. I'm just gonna drive right past and let them be.
Maybe
confused.
take one little piece of broccoli, salute with it, and then drive away.
A quick 2-finger to the temple salute. Huzzah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I'm out of here.
Happy festivities. So yeah, haven't done that punishment
we'll
yet.
talk about it next episode.
Yep. But you won. So it is now your choice of who gets to go first on this glorious festive special.
In the spirit of Christmas, I'm gonna give you the gift of choosing.
Well, I receive your gift, and I'll go first.
Okay.
I don't know. Give me 1 second to sip my tea.
I'm gonna sip my tea as well.
All right, Josiah. I did not think about how I wanted to start this topic.
Okay.
The Christmas truce makes it weird because it's so casual.
No, they're still winning and losing. There's just no actual punishment to go along with it. But the punishment is losing in itself. So.
Losing. So people will still vote?
No. Well, yeah, no, but
we can just decide afterwards between the two of us.
I will know if I.
Okay, well, good luck to you.
Okay.
I don't have the same drive for this episode.
I just need to dial it back sometimes, I think.
No, keep pushing. Why don't you invent a Hallmark movie plot for me?
Okay, I've seen half a Hallmark movie.
Perfect. So it should make this a lot more interesting.
Okay, there's a woman who moves to small town, Illinois.
Okay.
She's a teacher. She's single.
Wow.
She has some issue. No. She's from Chicago. She moved to a small town.
Okay.
And
from the city.
She's a business lady, businesswoman.
So we're taking back the teacher.
Yes.
She's a thriving businesswoman in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She doesn't move there. She's traveling through there. Her car breaks down.
Oh, man.
She meets a mechanic.
Oh.
Super hot.
I bet he's a
big
hunk.
hottie.
Wow.
He's not actually wearing a shirt when he
goes out and
talks to her.
He wheels out from under a car and says, "Oh, hi, miss. What did you need?"
Yeah, and then he's like wiping his hands off with a rag, like a shop rag.
Yeah.
And then she's like, okay, we're getting into the details here, but basically they end up falling in love, and then she learns to just slow down and enjoy life, and they get to spend Christmas together.
Wow.
And he learns about love.
Wow.
And there's probably a big snowstorm.
Wow. A snowstorm is very dangerous.
No, that's why she has to stay.
Oh, because of the snowstorm.
Right. And her car broke down also.
And it broke down in the snowstorm. She happened to be next to the mechanic.
Yeah.
Wow.
But they don't like each other at first.
No, they are against each other because he is a little sassy and sarcastic.
A lot.
And she is stubborn.
I thought that was implied.
Yeah, naturally. Okay, Josiah, you just described having seen half of a Hallmark movie,
Yes.
the standard Hallmark movie plot.
Let's go.
And that's actually pretty legit. Someone moves from the city to small town for whatever reason, don't want to stay, meet someone who is not doing anything super glamorous, falls in love, they decide to stay. After a lot of times they're like, I'm sorry, I got to go back to the city. That's my life. And they let you think that for a couple minutes, and then they come back anyway, and they're like, I made a mistake. I was in love the whole time.
Okay.
Love is more important than marketing.
That's minute. That's like the tagline of the movie.
Love is more important than marketing.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a fun intro. My topic is Hallmark Christmas movies. We're going to keep it simple. Going to keep it short. Going to keep it festive. Because I know for a fact that when a lot of people think of Christmas, they think of Hallmark movies. Do you ever? When you're like, Christmas season is here, and you're thinking a list of Christmas things in your head.
Okay, I'm just going to assume that we're already thinking about the birth of Jesus.
Correct. We've considered that
Right.
well before any of this.
That's a given. I'm kind of thinking more decorations, treats, less about the movies.
Okay. That's fair. I think
That's just me. I'm
Well-
no Hallmark guy.
yeah, so turns out the demographic, the target audience for Hallmark Christmas movies are women age 29 to 45.
Okay.
No, sorry, 29 to 55.
Okay.
That's their goal. That's who they're
Okay.
trying to reach. And they do it very, very, very well.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that last year they had 85 million views Hallmark movies?
How many do they have?
Oh boy, let's get into it. Currently, I was having a hard time getting an updated number, but I'm pretty sure as of 2018, man, I could have done the math on this myself. I'm realizing now I have all the pieces.
Want some time?
2018, they had, I think, 139 Christmas movies.
Okay.
It seems crazy, right? 2019, they made 34 just that year.
Oh my.
2020, this is last year if you're listening currently. Well, for us, it's last year, even
Sure.
if they're not listening currently.
Sure. Yeah.
They made 40 movies. This year, 2021, they're closing it up with 41 movies, a record.
Pandemic don't slow Hallmark down.
No, that sped them up. Think about the plot drama they could throw in there.
A COVID holiday movie? How romantic.
I'm in love with you, but we have to stay away.
6 feet apart. It's called 6 feet apart. Of
6
course.
feet apart.
Of course.
That is good.
Okay. Do you think there is one? If there is one, do I win a prize?
I hope not. Let me ask you this. This is off topic, but it's Christmas, and people aren't voting against me. So we can
You're just gonna
divert if I
trash
want
your own
to.
topic.
Are you the type of person who's okay with COVID-type plot in movies and shows? Or are you the type of person who wants to stay disconnected?
I would rather stay disconnected.
Okay.
I typically like movies that are just different. Like,
Yeah.
if it's too realistic, like at the beginning of COVID, I watched, I think it's called Contagion, the one with Lawrence Fishburne.
A bold movie to watch with
Right, I
the
just
beginning.
thought it's kind of, it's timely.
Fitting.
It was so boring because they were just, it was so normal. Like there's just like common phrases they were using that otherwise you'd be like, the social distancing and there was other stuff too.
Yeah.
But like,
You were used to it, so it's not.
yeah, I was like, this is just, I mean, there's riots a little bit more than actual life, but it's just like a normal documentary.
Pretty standard.
So I'd rather it be a little bit different.
Okay.
Something creative and fun, which I guess you could do with COVID, but I don't know.
I would prefer my fictional characters to stay in fictional worlds where things are not this boring.
Yeah.
And yeah.
You want to be transported.
Yeah. I would like to be taken to a magical place.
Yeah, take me somewhere else.
Exactly. So, thanks for having that conversation with me. Let's get into Hallmark movies,
Okay.
shall we? So, the history, real fast, because it's really not that exciting. Hallmark Channel originally started as Vision Interfaith Satellite Network, VISN.
Interfaith?
Interfaith. Yep. It was a religious network.
Okay.
Fun fact, I don't know if it was a Christian network.
Some kind of faith.
Because it said it was like 40-something religions.
Oh.
So I think it was just
interfaith.
Lots of faiths, all in one channel. This was in 1988. Some people, they decided they didn't like that, so they turned it into American Christian Television Service in 1994. Got rid of all 46 other religions, I guess, and went to American Christian. Not even worldwide Christian.
This is American Christianity.
This is American Christian. 1996 turned into Odyssey, a nice, I guess, neutral word that doesn't really mean a whole lot. And then finally, in 2001, they rebranded to the Hallmark Channel because of the Hallmark Company sponsored it.
Oh, did they buy them?
They had controlling
kind of
interest.
partnership? Okay.
They had like 77% interest.
Okay.
I think. So
Like,
they got the
I'm
name.
kind of interested, but I'm still a little skeptical.
Yeah. So emphasis was on family-friendly programming. Step forward a couple years, ABC is doing some countdown to Christmas stuff, different movie every day. And they're like, we like that. We could do something like that. So in 2011, they've made a couple Christmas movies here or there, testing it out. Enough to be like, I think this could work. The first big one was called Christmas Card because, Hallmark is a card company. So it's a whole deal.
Was it just a big advertising movie?
Yeah,
Like the whole
pretty much.
movie was an ad?
I did not watch it in preparation.
That's probably okay.
But they decided, you know what? This could work. We should consider trying this out. We're a card company, but what if we make some movies too?
Why not?
It probably won't go anywhere, but we'll just try it out. Oh, it went somewhere. They've made over 150 movies since then.
Okay.
Just going crazy. Last year they got 85 million viewers of these Christmas movies. This year they're estimated to get 90 million viewers and make about a couple $100 million every year.
$100 million, a couple $100 million?
Yeah. Okay. So they're making a whole lot of money off of these. And the movies are oh, forgive me, everyone. But
do we need to bleep this out?
No.
Are you going to swear
I'm
again?
done swearing for the episode. As a story enthusiast and a cinematic, I was going to say I'm running out of good descriptive words.
You got it.
Someone who likes movies. Hallmark movies are super bad.
Could be that.
Yeah, a cinephile.
Is that a thing?
Sure.
Okay.
It can be. Hallmark movies are pretty bad.
Yeah.
They're over the top, super cheesy. All the plots are pretty much the same for the most part, with the exception of a couple that I'll talk about in a bit because they're fun.
Zombies.
Zombie Christmas. But people flock to them, and it gets more and more and more popular every year because of psychology.
It's a tradition.
It's a tradition, not psychology.
Well, I'm sure.
They originally blew up because of psychology, and here's why. From a behavioral scientist from the Media Psychology Research Center and Media Psychology faculty at Fielding Graduate University. That was a handful. The human brain loves patterns, and the predictability is cognitively rewarding. So your brain gets a reward for having watched multiple movies that are predictable. Those predictable story arcs that draw on the standard patterns we recognize from fairy tales offer comfort by presenting life as simple and moralistic. Basically, your brain loves them because you already know what's going to happen. And there's no stress. It's just oxytocin and dopamine the whole time through. Pretty interesting.
I do know one person who will read the last page of the book and then start at the beginning because they like knowing what's going to happen. I
am for sure against that. But I suppose you'd get the same dopamine, oxytocin by knowing ahead of time.
Yeah.
But do not do that. We can do better. If you listen, and you do that, it's fine. Do whatever. Do what you want.
But do.
Here's another fun psychological fact about these movies. They're actually so unbelievable, like so cheesy and over the top and unrealistic that they actually suspend your belief in it. There's so much disbelief that you can actually just step out of it and enjoy it. Like, you don't have necessarily...
You're not part of the world.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're not getting stressed out by the tension of what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because it's so unbelievable that you're just... It's like pure enjoyment.
Yeah.
I agree with it on a psychological standpoint. Still don't like Hallmark movies.
Okay. So maybe if they applied that to like some kind of action adventure movie, which I guess is kind of a lot of those.
I have here
those
on my notes that it's the same...
Blockbusters.
It's the same principle as Fast and Furious 9.
Yeah, exactly.
It was so unbelievable that you're not connected at all emotionally.
It's just pure entertainment.
Yeah, but you're just like, this is fun.
It's not it's probably like lowering your heart rate.
Yeah, I don't care about any. Kill all the main characters, wouldn't faze me.
They'll probably come back somehow.
Yeah, I think I would just laugh.
Another dimension or time travel or something.
Yeah. So, there is a genre of film that is similar to Hallmark movies psychologically that speaks to me. So, for all you Hallmark watchers, I no longer judge you.
Okay.
Because I do the same thing with more fun movies.
That's just with Vin Diesel.
Yeah. The reason I picked this topic is because the way they're made is pretty interesting. So the script comes through. They're very strict on the structure. Here's one of the writers of the show. Here's a direct quote. He said, "The first rule is snow. We really wanted to write one where the basic conflict was a fear that there wouldn't be snow on Christmas, but we were told you cannot do that. There must be snow. They can't be waiting for the snow. There has to be snow. You cannot threaten them with no snow."
That's like reinforcing over and over and over again. That's the number one rule in Hallmark holiday movies.
Literally from the directors.
There must be snow.
There must.
At all times.
Yeah, we can't. The plot cannot even have that there might not be snow.
It's just a given that there is snow.
Yeah, exactly. And with that, with the given that there is snow, let's dive into the most interesting aspect of Hallmark movies, in my opinion. Most of them are filmed in the summer.
Vancouver?
In Vancouver.
Nailed
Yep. No, never the city. Always neighboring tiny towns.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's pretty hard to find good towns, but there are some towns that they've found. And so they block off the entire... They don't block off the entire town, but they kind of take over the town. They decorate the entire town in full Christmas. So there's Christmas ornaments and Christmas lights everywhere, Main Street, everything. They turn the whole town into Christmas season in the middle of summer. And there's one town. Oh, I can't remember what it was called. I don't think I wrote it down. But it's a popular town near Vancouver, and it's been used for 30 Hallmark Christmas movies. And I guess a lot of the people are fine with it. They're like, this is kind of fun. So, and some people are like, I hate this. They're always blocking off streets, closing streets.
Yeah.
They're like taking over local businesses, and they're just kind of trashing the small towns for a little bit.
I'm sure the hotel people are like, they love it.
Yeah, this is fine.
Just get an entire crew.
Yep.
A couple times a year.
They do try to help out. So there's it's Fort Langley is the town. It's a town of 3,400. Been a part of 30 movies. One local said that it was more festive in July than it actually is in December.
when the townspeople are celebrating.
Yep.
Yeah.
So anyway, but the interesting thing of it all being filmed in the summer is that means that all of the snow that you see in almost all the movies are fake. So one of the actors says that they have to wear hats and scarves and thick winter coats.
In the summer.
And they have to pretend like they're cold, so they're shivering when they're
And there's
acting.
like sweat dripping down the
Yeah,
face.
they actually said you're sweating all the time, and it's actually like really physically demanding because you're just so hot, but you have to act like you're
Yeah.
super cold.
Yeah.
So what they do is they bring in a ton of ice. So whenever you watch a Hallmark movie, to make the snow a little less romantic, just think about the film crew going to fish and meat packing plants. That's where they get the ice for the snow. And they get just truckloads and truckloads and truckloads of it. And then they put that everywhere. They get ice everywhere. They use cotton for snow. They have like these snow blankets that when they're laid out looks like snow's down.
Yeah.
They use foam a lot of times for stuff. Crushed limestone and ice shavings are popular.
Crushed lime.
Yeah.
That sounds like something that'd get in your lungs.
I got some crushed limestone.
Oh.
My favorite thing though is that when there's close-up scenes, when the actors are outside, they cover them with I don't know really what this means, but they're covered in soapy bubbles for close-ups to give like close-up snow.
Just like really, really small bubbles or something?
Yeah. So to ruin Hallmark movies for people, because it's the spirit of Christmas, next time you're watching a Hallmark movie, just sit there thinking, okay, so it's July. It's probably 70 degrees out there. The actors are dying because they're so hot. And all that snow that's on their face in the sweet close-up kissing scenes, just bubbles. Suds.
In It's a Wonderful Life, I heard they used cornflakes painted white.
Oh, really?
So that's fun.
That is fun.
They fall very fast. But
Yeah. They're just like missiles dropping. I just think that is really funny. It actually kind of makes me think that I would enjoy Hallmark movies more.
Okay, yeah, just looking for that stuff.
Yeah.
Looking for the sweat dripping down.
They also do some colder. They do some movie editing magic.
Yeah.
So they cool it down.
Just throw a blue tint on there.
I would be interested to know like if you could see their breath.
Oh, and
my guess is
add
that's
that. Yeah, I'm sure.
CG'd.
Yeah.
$50,000. That is the average snow budget.
Oh, I was gonna say for the entire movie.
No. $50,000 just for the snow feature.
Okay.
Now keep in mind, some of the biggest hits are they actually will. So they'll film year round. They'll actually film the bigger ones in like January, February.
Okay.
So that they can have more.
Save a little money.
Yeah, more snow stuff. But a lot of them are filmed right in the summer. Pretty interesting, huh?
Is it worth filming it in the summer, having to spend $50,000?
I don't know. They also have to. They help the communities out that they go to. So like tax breaks and benefits and stuff.
Okay.
To the communities.
I guess it probably is not that bad because if you have to stand outside in the cold all day, that's probably not fun either.
Yeah,
and just having to pump out so many of them, you probably just have to do it whenever you can.
Have to film year round.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it is interesting to me. The other thing that's interesting to me that also kind of speaks to the low quality nature of the films is that typically the entire movie is filmed and finished in 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay.
Not edited and produced, but the actual filming, 2 to 3 weeks.
What's a normal movie? I don't know what normal means, but
like I guess my only reference would be like action movies, which would be different, so that's harder, but like months.
Okay. I was thinking like a month.
Yeah.
It's like for filming, but
so they film these really fast.
Yeah.
So I read one article that was talking about what it's like to be an extra in a Hallmark movie, which made me think
that'd be pretty fun.
I'd be an extra in a Hallmark movie.
Road trip up to Vancouver this summer.
I think I could do it pretty good. Oh, when they propose at the book reading, the
book reading.
Yeah, in the movie I'd be an extra in, the main character would be a writer. They'd be doing a reading.
Oh.
Yeah. And the other person who went back to the big city would storm into the reading and say, "I love you," in front of everyone.
Oh, and then her hair's all disheveled.
Exactly.
And snowy.
Yeah, because she rushed back.
Cornflakey.
Because she was so passionate about her love for him. The small town writer.
So you just be sitting there.
I'd be probably front row left, sitting, listening to the book, and I'd be like...
definitely get as close as you could.
Yeah, I think so.
Overdo the facial expressions a little bit.
Wow!
Oh my!
That is so sweet.
There's like, shut up.
Yeah, the directors are like, cut.
You're out of here. Can we take care of that guy?
Do we give him lines? Can we not?
Who is this guy?
That reminds me, you know the episode, for all you psych lovers out there, the episode when they're doing a news reporting live, and Sean and Gus are in a competition to see who could be on the screen the longest. So like peeking out from behind the car, like sneaking
Walking
around.
back and forth. Yeah.
I think that's how I would be as an extra.
Yeah, I have no doubt.
Also, I think a zombie apocalypse movie. I think I'd be a fun zombie. That'd be entertaining.
The zombie. Wait, are the main characters? Oh wait, are you saying a zombie Hallmark movie? Or just in general?
I'd be a zombie in a Hallmark movie.
Okay.
But just in general, as far as being an extra would go, I think it'd be fun to be a zombie.
Okay.
Get all dressed up.
I don't know if I could do it. I've seen some good zombies. I recently watched Train to Busan. It's a Korean zombie movie.
Oh, I have not.
And they're actually doing a remake. I think they're doing an American remake on Netflix. But, or maybe not. Somebody's doing a remake. It's a zombie movie. If you like zombie movies, it's good.
Okay. I'll check it out.
Some of those people,
Pretty
they
impressive.
really get into it.
I think I would have to be one of the extras that just kind of nails a limp. He doesn't really get close to him.
You're not like sprinting after somebody on your back. Yeah.
Because then you have to have the whole zombie fall over when they trip and then get back up. And then you have to have the good zombie like head.
Yeah. I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah, that's a lot. It'd be tough.
Maybe I should start practicing or something.
Also, if Marvel ever moved away from soulless CG armies for their fight scenes, I think I would enjoy being a army extra.
Oh, I could do that for sure.
Like if they did it original Lord of the Rings style.
Yep.
I would do
Not
that.
Return of the King. That was CG.
CG, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm disappointed.
Or at least some of it.
Yeah.
I mean, the ones with thousands and thousands of people.
I guess when you reach a certain amount, you kind of have to do some replication.
I think that was like the first time they kind of did some kind of AI characters of like, because they learned to fight each other on like as a computer simulation.
That's pretty cool.
I'm not 100% sure on that.
That's pretty cool though.
My mind says it's true though.
So I'm talking about Hallmark movies, and we've now covered zombies, Lord of the Rings, Marvel.
That seems about right.
Some Korean film that you saw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me close up here.
Okay.
Here's some of the worst rated ones. So these are IMDb ratings.
Okay.
So audience ratings.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1 scored a 4.5 out of 10. This was in 2011. It's called A Christmas Wedding Tale. Not too bad. I'm going to read some summaries of all these movies. These are taken from ScreenRant.com. Summarized them for me.
Okay.
And the summaries are pretty funny, so I'm just going to read those.
Okay.
This one says, in this 2011 family Christmas special, 2 single parents met in a weird way when their dogs met in the park and immediately make plans to be wed. The people, not the dogs. That was me. Not the... I just felt like that needed clarification. Things are always more complicated than that, however, and this proves true for our smitten couple, as the children of both parents have objections to the union on the grounds that they cannot get along with each other as a family.
Ugh.
Therefore, here's the kicker, it's up to the telepathically communicating dogs to bring the prospective family together in time for the biggest event they may ever witness.
Okay, a little sci-fi there.
You think it's normal? Oh, there's dogs, but the families can't get along. But the dogs are telepathic.
The dogs want them to get married because did the dogs fall in love?
Probably.
Yeah,
I'm sure. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
Next one. This was rated a 5.0 in 2010. This is called The Santa Incident. Great name. Homeland Security mistakes Santa's sleigh for an alien spacecraft, causing him to crash and land in a small town while being pursued by a posse of scatterbrained secret agents. Forced to create the Christmas magic he manufactures every year, without his workshop or tools, he ends up turning the neighborhood into an impromptu toy factory.
Ah, that's resourceful.
That is good old Santa knows how to get out of a bind. Might as well call him MacGyver. So as you can see, not all movies, at least earlier, were about, girl falling in love with guy.
Yeah.
Some of these are pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Number 3, Santa Switch, 2013. It's rated 5.4, so a little better, still not great.
Yeah.
This follows Dan, a.k.a. Samwise Gamgee, a.k.a. Sean Astin.
Oh.
A workaholic dad who, when he realizes he's losing his job, he finally begins to get a grip on the world around him.
Oh, yeah.
Sadly,
It's a classic.
he discovers things are much worse than he thought. His wife is filing divorce papers, and his kids are disinterested in him, thanks to years of not receiving the attention they needed. But here's the kicker. Here's what makes a Hallmark movie bad but
He's a
entertaining.
cyborg.
I wish. He gets a second chance to turn his life around when Santa Claus himself shows up, deciding to turn over his duties to Dan to take a much-needed vacation. Dan must now balance his Santa privileges and responsibilities with trying to win his family back.
So this is just a Santa Claus.
Or
the Santa Claus.
Yeah, pretty much, except he's not Tim Allen. He's Samwise Gamgee.
Well, that's okay.
And apparently Santa just shows up to Dan and says, you take over.
You specifically.
At least Tim Allen accidentally kills Santa.
Right. A little more believable.
Exactly. It makes much more sense.
Okay.
Couple more of these. They're just so interesting. 2018. This is a recent one. I think possibly seeing the picture and reading the description, I might have actually seen this one. 5.5 on the Richter scale. A gingerbread romance. 2018 Hallmark special follows Taylor, an architect. He moves from place to place frequently and is soon to receive a promotion that will force her to move once again. But when she meets bakery owner and single dad Adam while searching for a partner to aid her in creating a life-size gingerbread house for an upcoming competition, she realizes that planting your roots in one place isn't always so bad. All because of your standard yearly life-size gingerbread competition.
What were you saying about the Richter scale? Is that just the stars? The rating?
I threw that. I was saying 5.5,
Yeah.
and then Richter scale snuck
It
out.
just came out. Okay, that's what I figured, but I was like, oh, is this like a earthquake movie
Oh, that would
mixed with a gingerbread movie?
make things pretty interesting.
I like
Can their gingerbread withstand the quake? And can their love withstand the tremors?
Oh, you need to call the producers right now.
And I'll tell them there will be snow.
There will be snow, and they're like, okay, you know your stuff.
You get it. You're in. 2 more. We're going to end with my famous one, but this next, my favorite one.
Oh, you've made one before.
I filmed a couple.
Okay.
These are
Your most
all
famous
actually
one?
mine.
Okay, they're good. I like them.
Battle of the Bulbs, 2010, scored a 5.6.
It's like a Star Wars
Battle
parody.
of the Bulbs. I read this. It's just so standard and just made me cringe because of how cliche it is. Hallmark neighbors. Oh, sorry. Here we go. When it comes to Christmas decorations, Bob Wallace is the neighborhood expert. He always has the brightest and most well-adorned house on the block. That is, here's the twist you weren't ready for, until his high school rival Stu moves in next door, bringing with him an extravagantly lavish display backed by a still-nursed grudge from more than 2 decades ago.
That's valid.
That's serious.
It's a valid grudge.
I would watch it. Apparently, it wasn't very good. 5.6.
Sounds amazing. Sounds like one of your best pieces of work.
Exactly. This last one is my favorite just because it is just riddled with things that don't make a whole lot of sense. Christmas Song, The year is 2012. In this TV movie, when their schools undergo a merger, 2 high school music teachers are forced to compete for the sole music department position. The way the school makes such an important decision, forcing them to duke it out during a televised competition showcasing their musical talents, Christmas Carol style. Their interactions over the course of their contest preparation seem to point towards a relationship on the horizon. But is that possible when they're facing the heat of competition? In the Hallmark universe, yes. That's why I stole the Screen Rant descriptions, because they're pretty good.
Is this like the 2 teachers individually are taking turns singing?
So.
Or it's like about how well they can get their students to sing?
I didn't watch it.
Okay.
I hope it's just the 2 teachers
Me too.
that are just like, hark how the bells, sweet silver bells.
Like we want the better singer.
Yeah.
We don't care who's the better teacher.
Nope, doesn't matter. Who's more
Who's
qualified?
a better singer?
Doesn't matter.
Who's a better performer?
Also, why are they merging 2 schools? Is that a popular thing, do you think?
Maybe these days.
Sometimes you gotta merge. Are they, like, maybe the population of their town is decreasing so rapidly.
Fleeing.
Yeah, because the school board is making decisions in this manner. There's only a job for one of you. You guys both currently work. Let's throw a televised carol singing competition.
They're like, why? Well, there's too much space at these schools. We're just gonna put one of them, like, just trash one of them, turn it into a jail, and then everybody can move over to the other one.
Turn it into, well, we need to set up a new corporation that'll...
Oh, we need a new marketing business.
Yeah, that's going to tear down some trees.
Love it.
And ruin the ocean. It's a straw manufacturing company. Anyway, I just thought that was really funny. I don't want to watch the movie. I just want to picture 2 spotlights, the 2 teachers. For some reason, there's a crowd of 1,000 in there. It's like America's Got Talent style.
They're both beloved, yeah.
Yeah, and they're like just staring at each other, the voice style in the little ring, singing their Christmas carols.
And then eventually they both share the job.
Yeah, because they fall in love.
Eventually one of them dies, actually. They pass away.
By singing too aggressively.
Yeah, for the love of the job.
Yep. They
takes them out.
They couldn't take it anymore. And I feel obligated to finish my topic saying that if you love Christmas Hallmark movies, that's okay. And you can enjoy them, and I will not throw any judgment your way. I will make fun of the ones that are bad, and more so than not, they are bad. But, and this is mainly for my mom, who will get mad at me if I don't say this, Hallmark movies can be a tradition that you're allowed to enjoy. So there you go, Mom. Shout out to you.
That's very sweet.
Yeah. There's my topic.
I like that. I might watch one just to look for the sweat and the snow.
Yeah.
And the annoyed townspeople extras. Like, again.
There's just one guy with a huge beard with his arm crossed. He's like standing inside some building staring down.
He's shaking his head.
Man, not again.
Not again.
These corporate Hallmark boys just don't quit.
They need to make a movie about him.
How he learns to find love with an extra in a Hallmark movie.
A Hallmark set. Honestly,
I would watch it.
That's 2 for 2 good Hallmark movie ideas.
Seriously. Someone send these in.
Okay. I like that. Thank you for sharing.
I wanted it
with
to be
the class.
Yeah. I just wanted a festive experience for our Christmas special year 2.
I can imagine the bells. Ching, 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 ching. If you add those to any song, it'll make it a Christmas song.
Yeah, that's what we learned with the intro song that I'm going to make tomorrow.
Yep, that I still enjoy. Okay, so once again, you have found the psychology in a topic.
Yep. Are you going to find the animals? You about to talk about Christmas animals?
Surprisingly, no. I'm going to the history.
Good.
Cracking my knuckles. Oh!
Did you say crack a mackles?
Cracking my knuckles. Like, my little computer thing almost fell.
Oh, boy.
Here we go. We're talking about history of Christmas a little bit, but one specific instance. This is the time when the Puritans banned Christmas.
The Puritans. Every time.
The first war on Christmas, if you will.
Because of, it was too pagan? Can
Partly.
you define Puritist? Purist?
A Puritist is somebody who creates art, but they do it the traditional way. They're Puritist.
Pure artist. Okay.
A Puritan. I can't give you a definition.
That's fine. You just start your topic. I'll see if I can pick it up along the way.
I'm Googling right now because it seems very important. You just think of it's just somebody with a buckle on their hat, probably. The Puritans were English Protestants in the 16th and 17th century who sought to purify the Church of England of Roman Catholic practices, maintaining that the Church of England had not been fully reformed and should become more Protestant.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
That probably could have been gathered by the end of the topic,
Context clues.
but I'm glad that I know that now.
I just think it's really funny that you just said, it's probably just some guys with hats on or something. What did you say?
They have buckles on their hats.
Buckles on
That's
their
all you need
hats.
to know.
Ugh.
So, as the definition so kindly stated to us, the Puritan religious movement kind of began in the 1600s, and many thought Christmas was too similar to what the Catholics were doing. Kind of neat, like the definition said. See, we would have gathered all this. They were they kind of wanted to distance themselves from Catholicism, and at this time, Christmas was too associated with merrymaking or merriment.
Merriment.
And what merriment means? Sin. Well, getting drunk and partying and lawlessness. So they also argued that it's never explicitly commanded in the Bible to celebrate Jesus' birth.
That is technically true, I guess. Maybe. Is it?
I did not look.
I just made a claim.
Ugh.
I take it back.
Somebody check us out on that.
I think the Bible generally is okay with celebration.
But they're like, not specifically Jesus' birth.
We did not say so. Those are coming from the same.
Just you wait. Just wait.
Yeah, okay.
Just
You
wait.
know what? It was probably good I didn't say what I was about to say anyway. So let's just keep on keeping on.
That was a sign. So in 1643, in England, Parliament issued a statute that said Christmas was meant to be a day of solemn fasting and penance.
Wow.
So
With
this
presents.
where you go out and support mega corporations. No, it's fasting and penance, and at that time it was kind of still being celebrated. People didn't pay that much attention. And the following year, the holidays of Easter and Pentecost were also banned.
They were canceled?
They canceled Easter.
What kind of Christian? What's this?
I didn't look into that much, but
These Puritists.
Easter seems like a great thing to celebrate. I'm just
it doesn't
saying.
say to.
I don't know.
Maybe.
This is where I might not be considered a Puritan by some standards.
I don't know if I could have considered myself that. I still don't know if I have enough of a definition to say that's me. I'm Puritan.
That's me. 16th and 17th century Protestant. So people are getting upset at this point. Like, hey, come on.
Listen.
What's your deal? What's your deal, big people, big wigs?
Hey, you big corporations.
You mega corporations.
You corporate Christians.
So as a few years went by, the holiday ban was enforced more and more. Some businesses would stay closed on the 25th in protest, saying we're celebrating.
You cannot purchase.
And then the anti-Christmas people would kind of attack them. Not always violently, but
a little attacking.
Little here and there. A little scotch of attackment. And so by 1652, soldiers would take out all the Christmas decorations from churches and would patrol the streets, taking food that was prepared for the holiday.
This makes me really sad.
Yeah, that's just what you do with Christmas spirit.
Murder.
You take other people's decorations and food.
Yeah, exactly.
And how they're going to celebrate. You take it all. They're just celebrating Christmas in their own way.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, we prefer to celebrate.
We do
with
it differently these days. We celebrate Christmas with crime. This is also when The Purge was started. You know the movie The Purge? The series?
Same thing. They said first we're taking Christmas. Second, day after Christmas, do whatever. Celebrate Christmas if you want.
We're not. Hands are up on that day.
But beware, they're anti-Christmasers. Can do whatever they want to. If you're celebrating.
So until 1660, the law took Christmas very seriously, and even arrested people who had communion on Christmas. Wow. So this was just at least one specific instance. They went into a church and arrested everybody that was taking part.
I'm getting kind of mad at people that died 350 years ago.
That's okay.
Joke's on them. They died.
Wow. Take that.
I hope they lived long, good lives.
Okay.
But my first sentence was too harsh.
Good. I don't know if you can save that one. It's all right. All good.
Christmas episode.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Okay, where were we? Oh, yes. We were in crime and arresting people and taking their Christmas meals.
Yep.
Can you imagine? You're just walking. You buy like a Christmas ham. Some police officer comes and rips out of her hand and says,
"Give me that.
You're a sinner." Mm-hmm. And he just throws it on the ground and stomps on it a bunch.
And then you say, that was our last turkey.
The last turkey.
Father went and sold his good shoes for that turkey.
I've never had a turkey before.
He has like ash on his face for some reason.
I was working in the mines. It was to be my first turkey.
This is my first time out of the mines.
Too bad, kid.
Ooh, this is a funny one.
So eventually things became less and less strict, and because people, actually, another king, probably George or Henry the Second.
Take your pick.
Was because the one before was killed. I don't really know a lot of history. It turns out another king was reinstated, and the people that kind of were the in between. We're not in power as much anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway, the king was like, "Okay, guys, let's chill a little bit. We can be okay with this."
Yeah, we don't have to care as much about this.
And people had also outside the city were celebrating more because there's less governing out there, and kind of started to become more and more of a thing. But this is all over in England. Mm-hmm. But meanwhile, in New England,
which is a little confusing, but I'm tracking.
The new place.
They just settled.
Massachusetts specifically.
Uh-huh.
The general court, this is the same time frame, 1659, the general court made it illegal to celebrate Christmas in Massachusetts.
Okay.
So this is on the home turf.
Do you think that they had like Christmas bootlegs?
Oh, like a secret Christmas party?
Secret Christmas parties?
Out in the woods?
That would be so
Probably.
cool.
I'm sure.
Hidden doors for secret Christmases. Hidden passages.
You
go down to the catacombs.
Yeah, just go 10 paces north from the big tree out in the field.
Wait until you hear the beehive. Turn left.
And then follow the hootin' and hollering.
Follow the Christmas spirit.
Yeah. Just follow the pull of your heart.
The jolly good times.
And so the general court put out a public notice. Also, they spelled public, Publick.
Public.
Like you lick with your tongue. Made me
chuckle. Public notice.
A public notice. And so this is what it said. This is what Tiny Tim, if you were to read it, it would say. The observation of Christmas has having been deemed a sacrilege, the exchanging of gifts and greetings, dressing in fine clothing, feasting, and similar satanical practices are hereby forbidden.
Oh boy.
All caps. with the offender liable to a fine of 5 shillings,
No.
which I found is either between 4 cents and like $100.
Sir, you can take my turkey, just don't take my shillings.
And I have to say,
Say it.
satanical practices
Yeah, I hear you.
for the exchanging of gifts and greetings sounds just a touch harsh to me.
Skosh. To
Just-
use that word for multiple times this episode.
Just a skosh harsh.
Yeah, I'm struggling with this topic. Didn't they bring Jesus gifts when he was born?
I'm struggling to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I want to believe that they were just on fire Christians.
Sure.
Just totally passionate. But sure seems like they're getting a lot of stuff wrong.
Yeah. I think I would agree.
Okay.
Just to take a firm stance.
A firm theological.
I think I might agree.
I don't want to say it too loud in case there's another Christmas. Oh, could you imagine the Christmas riots
Oh,
if they tried to ban it these days?
Christmas riots of 2022.
TikTok would be on fire.
So anyway, it was at this point I kind of get the idea that they didn't like Christmas because even for pro-Christmas Puritans, they're like, yeah, this time of year is associated with like partying and drinking and rowdiness.
Yeah.
So I kind of get why they kind of want to limit this because we'll get into it a little bit, but
We don't want the crazy out of controlness.
right.
Yeah.
So I understand that you want to celebrate, or I guess at least observe,
Yeah.
the birth of Jesus without people knocking on your door
Yeah.
demanding figgy pudding.
Maybe, exactly. I would be upset.
So it was said that in New England, for the first 2 centuries of white settlement, most people did not celebrate Christmas.
Wow.
It's a long time. Man. 2 centuries. And another reason the Puritans didn't want to celebrate Christmas was because of the pagan roots, like you mentioned before.
Yeah.
So the day that we get for Christmas, December 25th, there's disagreement about this, but it's possibly from the Roman holiday Saturnalia.
Oh.
Have you heard of this?
One of my favorite Roman holidays, honestly.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. I knew you liked it. So that involved a lot of partying and alcohol.
Oh.
Alcohol.
So
Saturn is the Roman god of agriculture and sowing, like sowing seeds.
yeah.
And so they celebrated Saturnalia on their winter solstice because the days are getting longer. The sowing season is probably still a ways away, but it's coming
It's
again.
on its way.
The days are getting longer now. So it's also thought, some people think that early Christians thought this was the day that Jesus may have been born because there was like some symbolism to it being on the solstice, because on that day the sun begins to increase. Sun, S-O-N and S-U-N.
Man. Double meanings.
But now they actually think it's like June or July.
Oh. Reverse that all the way.
But anyway, so some people think has pagan roots for the day,
Yep.
why it's celebrated the 25th. Some don't. So some things have pagan roots. Some don't. So one bishop wrote, men dishonor Christ more in the 12 days of Christmas than in all the 12 months besides.
That seems like a generalization.
Yeah. He said, all men always dishonor Christ many times more in simply the 12 days of Christmas than all the 12 months besides, no question, times 100, infinity. No takebacks.
Cross my heart, hope to die.
So here's some fun traditions that the Puritans didn't like that were going on.
Yep.
This one is associated with Saturnalia. It's called mumming. So people would cross-dress. Men would dress as women. Women would dress as men. And they would visit their neighbors.
A fun twist.
Yeah. This is something fun to do.
A weird activity.
Kind of the early days of caroling, if you will.
Yeah.
I'm sure they sang songs. And have you heard of wassailing?
One of my
This
favorite
Christmas
activities.
song, Here We Come A-Wassailing, or Here We Go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
So wassailing is just caroling, basically.
Okay.
But it was a tradition that began in the way that poor people would sing songs in the streets and then barge into the rich people's homes and demand stuff.
Why don't we do that when we carol?
I don't know.
That seems like a win.
And
Hey, I want stuff. You're rich.
give it to me. Sometimes they would threaten violence if they didn't get it.
Wow.
So can you think? There's one Christmas song that this still exists in. Can you think of it?
I cannot.
Like,
I do not know Christmas music very well.
If you don't bring us this thing, we're not going anywhere. Anything?
I really can't stay.
Okay, so this. Yeah, that's a 16th or 17th century song, actually.
Yeah.
No, what's that called?
Baby, it's cold.
Baby's Cold Outside.
Hey,
Yeah.
baby, it's cold outside.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's called "We Wish You a Merry Christmas."
I've heard of that one.
So the song, I've always been interested in this. Why is this verse in here? It says, "Oh, bring us some figgy pudding. Oh, bring us some figgy pudding. Oh, bring us some figgy pudding, and a cup of good cheer." And then it says, "We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. So bring some out here."
Or we'll punch you in the face.
It's just very aggressive. It's unnecessarily aggressive.
Is really funny though.
If you don't bring us some figgy pudding right now,
We're not leaving.
I don't care.
Bring
Call
it
the
to
cops.
us.
Do it.
Yeah, go
Try
get Figgy. What is? I don't know much about.
Figgy pudding is some kind of like fruit cake, I believe. No, rum cake.
It's way different.
Some kind of.
Figgy.
I know
Figgy
you
is
light on
some
fire.
Kind of fruit cake. No, it's rum.
Something to do with rum
Okay.
and fire.
Why have I never had figgy pudding?
Okay, you know what?
That just looks. I feel like that would look exciting.
Figgy pudding. Figgy pudding is a vague term used for a class of traditional Christmas dishes, usually forming sweet and savory cakes. Oh, it can have fruits or nuts, and in later times, rum or other distilled alcohol became often added.
You were right both times.
Woo!
Wait,
I know my
does
stuff.
Does it say anything about fire?
Probably. I'm not looking.
Okay. I just feel like figgy's definitely not a real word.
And what? Okay, I have actually heard. I've not tried. I have tried figgy pudding.
Have you?
A friend made some. I tried it.
Was it?
It was not that good. and the person that made it, she said it was just.
That's how.
what it is.
That's just how it goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I just can't imagine being so forceful about something like that.
Doesn't
Maybe it was different back in the day.
Doesn't figgy pudding? Yeah, seriously, bring us this. Can you imagine anyone doing that these days? Hey, it's a holiday. We don't know if you celebrate this one or not, but I'm not leaving your home until I get something that you may or may not have.
So go to the store, get your stuff, start whipping it up.
Doesn't figgy pudding take a long time to make too?
I think so.
How long does it ferment?
Jeez,
I don't
I
know,
should have been more prepared with my figgy pudding knowledge.
Yeah, if you're gonna say the word figgy pudding, you better back it up.
Okay, how long does it take to make figgy pudding? Okay, thank you, Google. Oh, 20 to 25 minutes. No, that's how how long you cook it for. Do they just stand there and sing the whole time?
We'll wait. We won't go
Everybody,
until we get one.
this verse
we
on
won't go
repeat.
until we get one. We won't go until we get one. We won't go until we get one. That's what
Okay,
they
so
do.
this all recipes says 2 hours.
Okay, that's not as bad as I thought.
So I guess people are just people running around your foyer while you're making some figgy pudding.
You guys run around in my foyer. I'm gonna make pudding, figgy pudding,
I'll whip some pudding up right for you guys.
so that you'll leave.
Please leave. Not until we get figgy pudding.
That is forceful.
So in 8 goofball.
Goofball 2-in-1 episode. It really is a Christmas special. Come on.
Draw whatever you want on your hand. Do you have a pen?
Right by that yellow notepad. Draw whatever you want.
Okay.
These are real fun.
So in 1681, the ban from 1659 was repealed with pressure from England, of course.
Yeah, of course.
And they said, okay, you guys can celebrate Christmas, I guess. It's really not a big deal if you do.
I don't know why.
Just don't break the law otherwise, I guess. And they're like, okay. So we celebrate Christmas today. And it's a lot different, I think, because of commercialization.
Yeah.
I think that's one reason why it's so big.
Yeah. I mean, do you remember my topic from last year's Christmas special?
Yeah, it was like...
the Americanization of Christmas?
Yeah, it was just talking about...
was the grand finale.
Yeah, and how Coke kind of has who we think of as Santa was kind of put forth by Coke's marketing team. It's very interesting.
Yeah, we Americanized it. And that's why Amazon exists.
I
What are
drew
we looking
you
at?
with your hair pinned back.
Oh, wow. let me get a better look. Oh, wow.
Isn't that fun? You got a little triangle nose.
I look like a little girl from a children's cartoon book.
Like,
A storybook
yeah.
for my little nephew.
Here, I made you into a snowman now.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I feel better.
So anyway, that's what we got. Oh, and the Germans... kind of talking about traditions a little more. The Germans were the ones to kind of introduce the idea of Christmas trees.
Oh, I thought.
Before, during Saturnalia
Uh-huh.
and other like solstice holidays, they would bring evergreen boughs into the home,
Yeah. I didn't know that.
freshen it up, and then some people think it kind of went into the Christmas trees from there. But then actually, some people think Martin Luther, the Reformationist himself, the OG
In the
Reformationist,
flesh.
was the first one to put candles on a tree
Interesting.
because he looked and saw the stars over the trees and wanted to like show his family. Instead of saying, come outside and look at this, he just said, let's just do this. I don't know if that's true, but some people think that.
That's pretty interesting. Speaking of things that Germany started, have you heard of the... in relation to Christmas? Oh, boy. Have you heard of the...
Christmas truce.
The Christmas pickle?
Yes, I have actually.
Okay.
I actually hid one in a Christmas tree this year.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's so fun.
It was made out of a piece of wood. It's colored green.
I'm trying to remember what it's... Oh, boy, that's hard to say. Weihnachtsgurk. Weihnachtsgurk.
Winchkirk.
I don't know. It's a Christmas pickle. It's we just learned about it at a dinner party we went to a couple weeks back. Family that we had dinner at, they had their Christmas pickle.
Is it like an actual pickle?
I think it's fake,
Okay.
but yeah, it just sure looks like a pickle.
Yeah.
The tradition, if I remember right, is you hide it in the tree, and then your kids, they look for it at the same time. Whoever finds the Christmas pickle first, or the Weihnachtsgurk, holy cow.
You got it.
They get an extra present for Christmas.
Oh, lucky. Is it another Christmas pickle
I hope.
for next year?
That does not... it wasn't really pertaining to anything. It was a thing I learned about that was not something I grew up with, and I thought it was fun.
That is fun. I like those weird little traditions. Like I think it's German also, where you like put out your shoes, your wooden clogs, and then somebody puts gifts in that. Is that a New Year's Eve thing? My family used to do it.
I don't remember. That might be... I don't remember. I talked about it. That might be Finnish or Norwegian or Scottish.
Okay. Some kind of European
Yeah. Maybe Germany.
tradition.
I could be wrong.
Could be.
It was a year ago I did that topic.
I just picture like an orange and a painted wooden clog.
Yeah. Of aesthetic.
Yeah.
I love the Christmas special.
Just chill.
I think it's fun.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Peace on earth, goodwill towards you and I from each other.
Should we do a casual voting, like maybe post on our Instagram story and people can choose one or the other?
If
Or
you
just let it be?
Just think it.
Just decide who wins?
Yeah, just like as listeners, choose right now. 3, 2, 1, go.
Who won? Yep.
It's Josiah.
We're not even gonna argue our case because we're not at court today. We're not competing.
We're at peace. Yeah, let's just say nothing. The people know we can live in ignorant bliss.
Yeah. This episode was suspended in so much disbelief that it was pure entertainment.
This is like a Hallmark movie.
This was the Fast and Furious 9 of Learn Me Something episodes so far.
Well, I mean, it's Christmas themed, so Hallmark. I hate to say it, but it was kind of like a
Did we just do a Hallmark episode?
Same same recipe that we always do.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Was it cheesy and over the top, do you think?
Could be. Depends who you are, but probably.
Should we have people give us an IMDb rating? A Richter scale?
Can you put podcasts on IMDb? I'd like to be on there.
I think it'd be.
Does it cost?
It's worth a look.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the podcast version of IMDb? Probably not one. Let's start one.
Yeah. I'm interested.
International Podcast
we can call it Rotten
Database.
Tomatoes.
IPDB. Or
IPDB.
Rotten Pickles. It's a podcast version.
Named after this episode.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna eat this cookie.
Yeah, this was kind of fun too because we had tea, we had cookies. This was nice.
Do you have any Christmas messages for our listeners?
Just stay safe out there. I don't want you, listen, guys. Don't need to be out going crazy for Christmas. Don't go into people's homes and demand things for any reason ever, unless it's sanctuary.
Unless you're the IRS.
And
somebody is evading their taxes.
Then
Go
do what
for
you
it.
gotta do. You get in there, get your figgy
You go,
pudding.
girl.
You go.
Get your proverbial figgy pudding for the government. That's what I'm going to call taxes. The government's figgy pudding.
The government's figgy pudding. Time to return the figgy pudding to the government. They won't go until they get it.
Okay, I have a message.
Yeah.
I would like to start a new tradition of bringing figgy pudding to people and then going promptly after you give it to them.
Oh, you don't stay at all.
No.
You give it to them.
You give it to them, you wish them a Merry Christmas, and you bounce.
I thought you were going to say something like, and then you ask them to give it back. Same tradition, you just provide it.
Okay. That I do like that as well, actually.
New idea.
Those are both good.
You break into someone's house, leave figgy pudding somewhere, wherever. I don't know if you refrigerate that stuff. I'm still a little fuzzy on what figgy pudding is. And then you come back the next day, say, give us figgy pudding. We won't leave until we get some. You wait for the people to say, I don't have any.
Say,
and that's not
again.
something people make anymore. And you say, oh, yeah.
Check your middle drawer under the sink.
Check your nightstand in the spare bedroom in the basement.
It's there. Trust me.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I hope all the listeners get some good chill time with friends and family.
Yeah.
And I hope it's a good time celebrating Jesus.
Yeah. We might be delayed getting another episode out there. 2 weeks from now will be Christmas time, and we won't be recording then. And then New Year's we'll
have some stuff going on. Eventually we'll come back.
A new episode will come when it comes, and it'll be awesome. It'll rock your socks right off.
So this is not a figgy pudding situation where you just do what you do, and then once it's out, it's out. You don't need to stay and wait for it.
Exactly. Go out on your business. Don't ask questions. do whatever it is you do. And then one day you'll glance at your phone and say, oh, it's arrived.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we wrap this up?
Yeah, I actually have a gift for you.
Oh, what?
I almost forgot about this. This has been a long time in the making. I have a gift for you that... This is a scarf that I have knit and wrapped to look like a roll of toilet paper, complete with toilet paper roll in the middle. So it's probably about 2.5 feet long.
Wow.
And it looks like I tried to knit an animal hide. But Merry Christmas.
This is amazing. To do. So, if you don't know, Josiah lost an episode.
Long time
Had to
ago.
have been like almost a year ago.
I just had to finish it up. I was like, oh, this thing.
Yeah. So
been
the
haunting
punishment
me.
was he had to knit me a scarf, and he's been working on it for like a year. This is so good.
Yeah, just hold that thing up.
Let's
and
just let's
just
take it out.
enjoy
Let's-
that thing. It will fit around your neck,
One go around.
but it is very wide.
Let's give it a. This is so good. When I'm not using it as a scarf, I'll use it as a table runner for our coffee table. All right, let's
Yeah,
get
you
this-
definitely could.
let's get
Oh, that's
this
not bad.
around my neck.
Yeah,
Tuck this
not
in.
bad. It's a tight. It's like a little. It's a choker.
Honestly, it's short, but
You
like
look like you're in the Boy Scouts. It's a little kerchief.
it's not long enough to go a couple wraps around.
No.
But this will keep you warm.
It will.
So functionally, this is in fact
It'll do the job.
a working scarf.
Yeah, I did it.
I'm punishment over. So now we were talking the other day. We both, you finished yours. We both have one unresolved punishment.
Not me.
You don't anymore. So yours was that you've been working on the scarf for a year. I still need to finish my fiction novel about the world we created months ago.
Yes. Yeah, I'm excited to read that. No pressure. You can take
Take the
however
time you
however
need.
much time you need, I
I
guess.
kind of like these long-term punishments
It
because
just kind of sticks with you.
when you finish it someday, it's just like, it just feels better.
Yeah.
You know, sense of accomplishment.
Yeah, yeah. It's just tying the knot
Yeah.
on the
This
loose
is
end.
this is awesome though. This is
Is that nice?
better.
Check out those holes all over it. And
There are a few.
I don't understand why one end is like so much wider than the other.
You
I
added
don't-
some girth,
I don't know how that happened.
but I think it is significantly better than anything I could do.
Good. I learned how to knit, so I don't want to do it anymore. It's not my thing.
Oh, maybe I'll wrap it around the little night helmet that I have.
Oh, that's kind of sweet. Keep him warm.
Keep him. Yeah, it's winter. It's getting
Yeah,
cold. He
I like that.
needs a little boost.
Okay, I also just remembered I have one more announcement.
Okay.
Or
Announcement. Yeah, to listener
A
number
reminder.
14, your train leaves in 7 minutes. Last call.
yeah, if anyone's listening to this at the airport, make sure to keep one ear open for your flight or your train or whatever. A couple of people have talked to me about the 1,000 Push-Up Club.
Yeah.
It's still open. As a reminder, if you don't know what the 1,000 Push-Up Club is, Caleb and I are both part of it.
Yep. We're
We also
members.
established it. If you do 1,000 push-ups in 1 week, you can join the 1,000 Push-Up Club. Let us know, and we'll give you a free e-certificate.
I still have mine.
Yeah, online.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
I haven't deleted it.
it's electronic,
Yeah.
so it can stay forever.
Might make that thing an NFT. Hey, because then you own it. Certification of ownership.
Yeah.
How about that?
All right. If anyone is
think about it.
interested,
If anyone knows how to do that.
or what an NFT is, I'm pretty fuzzy on all that still.
Okay.
Wow.
So now is a good time. New Year's coming up.
Yep.
Thinking about resolutions if you're into that.
Yeah.
That's a good time to do it. First week, second week of the year,
Yep.
do some push-ups. You could try it, see if you like it. If
Try it
not,
out.
work up to it.
Yeah. It's a little over 100 push-ups a day.
Yeah.
If you can't do full push-ups, you're welcome to go from the knees. I
Yep.
think that's okay,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Yep. So there you have it. 1,000-foot push-up club.
1,000 foot push-up club.
Welcome.
That's
Oh,
if
man.
you're in. I don't know.
How many people do we have now? We probably have like 7 to 10 people in the club.
Yeah, I think so.
It's growing. We should
It's
have
a
a
movement.
reunion one of these
Some
days.
movement. Oh yeah, we should get everybody together
Yeah, get the crowd.
Do
We could
some
do some
push-ups.
push-ups.
and then leave.
Yeah, make a human pyramid and take a picture.
I think we should do a human period. Just pile into a ball.
Giant circle.
I like that better.
Should we end this? Do you
Yeah, I think I think that's all my announcements.
think? All right. On that note, everybody, thank you for another great year of podcasting. We will likely catch you in the new year, 2022. coming at you hot with some fresh new Learn Me Something content.
Merry Christmas. Support us on Patreon.
Yep.
Larry, play us out.
Give us something festive.